Behind me is a 2019 Ram Warlock that just got dropped off, and this is our next veteran dream build. Now this truck belongs to Josh M. from Western New York, and Josh spent many years in the United States Army as a captain and infantry officer. Now I caught up with Josh to let him know the good news and to find out exactly what it is he wants done with his truck. Hey, Josh, congratulations, man. You are the winner of our second Veteran Dream Build giveaway here at American Trucks.
That's awesome.
First off, I just want to say thank you for your service. Obviously, that's why you're here today. If you could just kind of give us a background into what inspired you to join, and then maybe a little overlook on your service to this country.
I always sort of had a push or a desire to join the military ever since I was really young. I remember sitting in 8th grade English class, watching the towers fall in real time. That confirmed it for me. So I joined an ROTC program, did a deployment to Kuwait with the 2nd Brigade, came back, made it to captain. That's sort of where we're at.
You're a proud 2019 Ram owner, and it's not just any Ram, it's a Warlock, which I think is cool because it's one of those things where you don't see it a whole lot.
The truck's an everyday drivers. The truck spends most of its time towing our camper. I got a whole list of things you could do to this truck. Whatever you guys can do to make sure that I never have to worry about that 4-cylinder deactivation again would be fantastic. Maybe a little bit of an interior update, maybe going a little bit bigger, jumping up into a 35-inch tire.
How about bumpers, lighting, anything? Are you looking for that as well?
Yeah, let's do it all, Justin.
Let's do it all. Well, based on our phone call, you can see we got a ton of parts here behind us to help nail Josh's dream build.
So our plan's pretty simple. We're gonna upgrade this truck with some new looks, better stance, better towing capacity, and of course, a ton of lights.
Then we're gonna dive into the hood, do some things there, make this thing sound a hell of a lot better, and give that interior a big time upgrade.
I can't wait to see how Josh is gonna react when we reveal this to him in a couple weeks.
And as you can see, we got a lot to do, so let's get after it. And now you can get at it too with your rig thanks to our big tax refund sale going on from now until February 24th. Our big brands are up to 20% off, our clearance items up to 40% off, and our open box items up to 15% off. And if you spend $200 or more, you have an option for a free gift, which is pretty cool. Finally, we're gonna be doing our $20,000 sweep. So for every Monday for the next 10 weeks, we're gonna pick one winner to receive a $2,000 store credit to be used right here at AmericanTrucks.com. So as you can see, lots going on, but let's get back to the build. Oh, we got so lucky with the last one. Give me my hammer. Maybe I need the real hammer. Here's a good indication of some buffalo rust down yonder. All right, kicking off Josh's build here with a biggie. Now, Josh has a 28-foot camper that he pulls behind his Ram, so we want to make sure he can do it a little bit more comfortably, a little bit safer, of course. This is the ReadyLIFT tow haul sport system. Basically, it's a 2¼ inch leveling system. Let's talk about the added ride height up front. This is the basically 2½ inch bodied Falcon shock here. Billet aluminum body, monotube design, but with a snap ring design. Basically, that's going to allow us to put our spring perch like that. Stock spring's gonna ride right on top. And you'll notice we have the ring all the way up because that's going to give us the biggest front end lift. In addition to that up front, they also kicked in these really nice tubular upper control arms. Greasable, I love that. They're gonna give us full articulation without any interference. But let's move to the back here because this is where all the magic happens. Obviously, just a beautiful piggyback rear shock from Falcon. Also roughly that 2½ inch body, T6 billet aluminum. And what you see here is this little lever. Flip it over to 1, that's basically your everyday driver type of setting. 2 is your moderate pull, and then 3, if you're pulling something heavy, fully loaded, that's what you wanna do because that's gonna firm up your compression and rebound, give the rear end a little bit more control, take some of the bounce out of everything. They look great on the table. They're probably gonna look even better on the truck. So Joseph, you ready, sir?
As I'll ever be.
There you go, you heard him? If not, he says he's ready for pain. Let's do it.
Thanks, Josh.
Undercoating, best, worst thing ever. All right, guys, front of the ReadyLIFT kit is in for Joshua's Ram here. We got the stock rear suspension removed, but before we go to install the rear ReadyLIFT setup, we have to talk about part 2 of Joshua's towing dream build here, and that is this awesome setup from the guys over at AirLift. Now, the star of the kit, no doubt, is the Load Lifter 5000 here, the 5000 being the number of additional load capacity or capabilities thanks to the included bellows here. Smoother ride, but more importantly, it's going to level the load, kind of get rid of that rear end squat, also get rid of any sway he might have had before, and just make for a much more controlled ride. Now, what's going to make our lives a lot easier come time for the install, and even for Joshua here, is the Wireless One setup. Basically, it entails this manifold here and all of the wiring, the 444C compressor, 2-gallon tank, and the wireless controller. Single pass stuff. So basically, you set your PSI, it's going to inflate both bags at the same PSI without taking any of the guesswork out of anything, and you can do it even while driving, which is awesome. I think it's gonna be well worth it for Josh when it comes time to haul that camper of yours, my friend. So we just showed you some of the AirLift stuff that we're gonna be installing on Joshua's truck, but before we do, we gotta start cutting. And the first thing we have to remove is basically the top of this bump stop holder here. There's one on the driver's side and also the passenger side. Once you get rid of that, that's where the bracket for the top part of the bellow is basically going to attach to. So, time to start removing some weight, making some sparks. Let's go. Come on! That thing's laughing at you, son.
Yeah, right?
No fair, your blade's bigger than mine. Sorry.
The first time you get metal drilled out of your eye, you get one of these.
Click, click. Oh wow, look at that. The isolator is actually gray. Sometimes you just gotta throw your weight around a little bit. All right, quick update. As you can see, the Falcon shock is in for the rear. We got the bag in, but now it's time for arts and crafts. So we got our little templates here. Come on underneath the truck with me. You guys can see the frame rail here. We're gonna do compressor, tank, and then management over on that side. And wire it up, plumb it up, and then air these puppies up and see if everything worked. But going pretty well so far. My fat fingers do not play well with these tiny screws. See? Sausage fingers. All right, so home stretch here with the AirLift kit. Right now I'm just kind of doing a really loose power and ground testing setup. Joe's got to finish plumbing his side of the things. I have 2 more connections to make, then I'm going to wash my hands, and we'll see if that compressor kicks on. Let's go. We got the kit fully plumbed up, wired up, kind of moment of truth. We got our little wireless controller here. Let's give it a test, shall we? Power up the remote, crank up the pressure. That is the sound of success, my friends. We're currently airing those puppies up, 65 PSI. Very cool.
If you're gonna have onboard air, you might as well be able to use it to inflate more than just the airbags at the back of the truck. We've got the tank here, and we've got, you know, the water release at the bottom. We've got the regulator here. We've got a pressure release valve. But I think what we'll do is actually pop this out, run a T off of it, and put a quick connect fitting so that you can run an air line. He can just quick connect right into this, air up, and be on his way. So, yeah.
Sick.
Nice little addition, and we'll get this thing going.
Love it, buddy. Nice work on the plumbing.
Nice work on the mounting.
Hey, it's my pleasure, and let's keep it moving.
Yeah, man, let's get this done. So we've made sure that Josh's suspension can handle the towing that he does, but now we need to make sure that the stopping power is there to match. And we've got the PowerStop Z36 truck and tow package with the pads and rotors. Now these are drilled and slotted rotors, which is gonna help to dissipate the heat. There's carbon fiber pads, which is also gonna help with a good grip when he's got that trailer behind him. And honestly, these things are just gonna look awesome behind a fresh set of wheels and tires. Let's get going. God, that stuff smells awful. It looks right. Well, it wouldn't be a proper build without an exhaust system, and for this one, we are gonna go with the Flowmaster Signature Series exhaust. Now, Josh told us when he was talking about his dream build that he didn't want anything that was too loud, too aggressive. He does have to drive the family around in this truck, and I understand that, but he also lives in the northern part of the Rust Belt, so he wanted something that was gonna be stainless steel. So this is a 304 stainless system. It's got beautiful TIG welds all the way around it, and these black chrome tips are gonna complement the color of this truck perfectly. So let's get this thing installed and see how it sounds. Hey, Justin. Feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart, hands gripped close together. Eye on the target, don't move your head.
One, two, three, stop!
You don't mess with the champ. Fine, I'll get a burrito. I'll get a giant, delicious burrito just because you twisted my arm.
Well, Joseph, since you did the install, you want to do the honors for us, sir?
Yeah, clamps are tight. It's not adjusted, but we'll see how she sounds.
Okay. Fire it up. I like it. Throw
That
it.
had the perfect deep sound that I was looking for.
I like it. Give us a little blip, will you?
I dig it, I dig it.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds really good.
That's perfect.
That sounds great.
I think Josh's going to love that.
Yeah, he's gonna love that very much. That's awesome.
Really excited to talk about our next part here, gang. This is a brand new set of headlights from the gang at Morimoto. These are called the XRGB Evo lights for the 09 to 18 Ram. Yes, I know we have a 2019, but because this is a classic, it's essentially a 4th gen in regards to fitment. One of the cool things is the XRGB name, basically insinuating that you can control the daytime running lights due to that RGB functionality with an iPhone or Android app. For the most part, you have your standard white or amber running lights, standard turn signals or sequentials, and this is also a new feature as well. They include all of these colored keys. Josh really wanted those amber daytime running lights, so the black key, basically plug and play. It's gonna give us amber sequential turn signals and basically that look that Josh really wants. Now the cool thing here though that Morimoto kicked in are these supercharged LED drivers. We're not going to install these things here as the truck sits now because they're basically for off-road use only. But if we were to install these things, it would kick up the output of these lights, both low and high beam, by 30%. We're definitely going to throw them in there for Josh if he wants to use them while he's off-road. But we're stoked to get an early set of these things, and you guys can find them here on the site very soon. So let's get these installed in, see how they look. Come on. We got the Morimoto X RGBs installed. Joe, give the people what they want. Let's see these guys in action. Boom, there you go. You got the bi-LED projectors, the amber runners, which is a biggie that Josh really wanted here. Hit the hazards for us, brother, if you don't mind. Boom, I love that. That sequential functionality is killer. Thanks, Joe. They look really good, man. That is just one part of the equation here with these headlights, but guys, come on over. Let's show you what else we're working with, because we got a lot of stuff. Now, first and foremost, he wants kind of like an off-road looking bumper here for more functionality. And the star in this case is gonna be from Chassis Unlimited. This is their Octane series bumper for the classic truck, and it's gonna play home to our Barricade 12,500 pound winch, which is just gonna add some functionality for his rig off-road. Bumper itself's really, really awesome. 3/16" plate steel, nice epoxy powder coat here. You got that high end for that approach angle if he does wanna do some off-roading, and it's gonna make room for all of this Morimoto lighting. We got their Banger series lights. We're gonna do the amber combos in the center of the bumper, and then their white combos for the fog light portion. And on those bad weather days up in Buffalo, he's got the amber big bangers working for him as well, the ditch lights. I really like that. They're gonna look really killer on. A lot of work here to do up front, but the truck's gonna look a lot better. Plus, it's gonna be a lot more functional as well. So, Joseph, let's get to work, sir.
This build has brought me to my knees arithmetically.
Flip it around the other way. Yeah.
Well, there it is, guys. The Chassis Unlimited Octane Series bumper is on. Again, we've got the amber combos up front, the white combos here in the fog light location. Joe actually pointed something cool out. I think we can actually do a little wire connection here so that these will still operate with the factory fog light switch, which is awesome. These are gonna be on a separate switch, of course. And then, of course, we got the old Barricade in there as well. Obviously, it's loose now. Don't pay any mind to that. We're gonna do a lot more wiring. We'll actually show you the lights at the end, but we're just kind of keep things moving along. Look achieved. Thumbs up.
Let there be light.
Yeah, we are so excited about the front end coming together that I almost forgot to install these awesome ditch lights from Morimoto. The Big Banger setup, as they call them. Big Banger for big light. I mean, that's 6,000 plus total lumens from a yellow combo pattern. So you're getting your spot, you're getting your flood, and these are also gonna deliver that backlight functionality as well that I really like. I think it looks cool just driving around. And on those snowy days that Josh encounters in Western New York, that will really help cut through those whiteout conditions. Also a big fan of how these things mount. Open up the hood so you guys can check it out. They mount underneath the factory hood hinges there, and then it kicks the light out underneath, but also makes room for the wiring harness as well that we're gonna wire tie some stuff to. Wiring's coming last, so don't worry, we'll show you them in action, but for now I'm just really stoked to get them in place. They look great, and again, working with the front end, Josh is gonna have basically all the lighting firepower on his rig. So lots more to go. Let's keep it rolling. All right, guys, wheel and tire time. Joshua had a very specific set of wheels in mind, and these are them. This is the Fuel Sledge wheel. This is a 20x10 with a negative 18 millimeter offset, so it is aggressive, but with the Warlock flares on the Classic, I think these are gonna line up really well. Maybe give them just the slightest amount of poke. Now, it's got a matte black center with a gloss black barrel, and because it is a 20x10 with a little negative offset, you get a nice deep lip there, and I think that's a very cool look. Now, wrapped around that fuel wheel is the Atturo ATS. It's the Trail Blade ATS. Because Josh lives where he does in Western New York, the snow belt, if you will, well, it was very important for us to pick a tire that had that 3-peak mountain snowflake symbol, designating that tire worthy of severe snow duty. So that's why we went with the ATS. Still a very aggressive tread compound, but you'll see the deep sipes here on the shoulder blocks. We have that nice center rib to stabilize the truck, add some more turn-in capabilities, and it is gonna be a really quiet tire on the road as well. That's something that Josh did point out. So enough talking, let's get these things on in, see if we nailed the fitment. Come on. I should note, Joe loves putting on wheels and tires with the lift at the highest setting.
Also known as chest to shoulder height.
I'd like to be sitting on my ass and use my legs to lift them up, but that's just me.
Come on, baby, let me see that stance.
I know. Looks beefy from here.
Dude, I already dig it. It's not raked, it looks good.
41 3/4. 43, that's perfect.
Perfect. That is like one, yeah, with a trailer,
Yeah.
dude, he's golden.
Dude, that's a tough looking stance.
Hell yeah,
That
man.
thing looks, I mean, I haven't really stepped back and looked at it. Understated but beefy.
I'm feeling it. So we can't let the front of Josh's truck have all the fun. We moved on to the back, and we are sticking with the Chassis Unlimited Octane Series rear bumper. This matches the front, really aggressive look. It's got some off-road lighting options, which, speaking of, we're gonna be running the Morimoto bangers in the back bumper, which we're gonna be able to flip them on with a switch. Sticking with Morimoto, we got the Gen 2 XB LED taillights, smoked out, goes with the whole look of this vehicle, just what Josh likes. Let's get it in there.
Put that in slow-mo.
All right, we just got the Octane Series rear bumper bolted up. The fit is awesome, and it goes really, really well with the gray truck, black on black, as well as the Morimoto taillights. Justin, would you mind hitting them for me? Oh, that looks awesome. We got a couple more goodies we're throwing at the back end of this truck. Let's get at it and see how they look.
So Morimoto included this little guy right here, which is pretty cool. A rapid flash module. So let's plug it in real quick and see if it is indeed. Oh, Lord have mercy, it's bright. Joseph, hit the brakes. Oh, look at that. Probably the easiest install we've done here on Joshua's Ram so far. Thanks, Joe, for letting me have that one. This is the Morimoto X3D third brake light. We got that black on smoked theme going on here with the lighting, and this fits right at home with that. We're gonna keep it moving. Let's go. All right, quick stop down here to let the boys from Flash Mobile Detailing come in and do their thing on Joshua's Ram. The paint itself, they say, looks pretty good overall, which is great. You know, the truck isn't that old, but being from Western New York, this thing has certainly had some harsh winters on it. And they're gonna do a light correction and coating, so that paint should stay looking good for years to come.
You merely adapted to the darkness. I was born in it.
I'll just be down here. So when Josh's truck came to us, it already had a tonneau cover installed. Now his was a soft tonneau that rolled up just like this one, but this is aluminum, so it's gonna offer a lot more security. He didn't want to lose any space in his truck bed by having a tonneau cover, so we wanted to make sure that we gave him that roll up that rolls all the way up to the back window. So now when this thing's unfolded, it'll sit nice and flat and flush, and when he's got it rolled up, he's got full use of the truck bed, so he's got all the form and all the function. Left, rear. Wait, hold on. Left, left.
All right, step time now. Joe just got done installing the Go-Rhino electric e-boards. It's their E1 step. This was another big ask on Josh's behalf. He wanted a power board, something that cleans up the look of his truck, but also offers that convenience of swinging down a little bit, especially now that the truck's a little bit higher. And you can see the LED lights up the board at night. But one of my favorite features here is the fact that they give you the bed liner cover or texture here on the step. And because these steps are actually for a crew cab and Josh's truck is a quad cab, you'll notice we actually have a little extension here. Check it out. You can just throw something in there. Grab the something out of your bed and you're good to go. So check that one off the list. Joe, good job on the install, buddy. One more time for the people. I love it. That's the last we'll see of this little guy. Bye-bye. So we're ripping apart the interior here of Joshua's Ram, and another big ask that Josh had was to get rid of this laughable small screen and upgrade him to something a little bit more substantial. Well, we got something a lot more substantial. This is the Linkswell XL series head unit here, basically a 15.6-inch screen. This is gonna go in now, and I really like how they integrate all of the factory stuff, but it also upgrades you appearance-wise with a nice big screen. You do have a hard button there, which I do enjoy. Now, this is going to integrate all of his climate controls into the screen screen here, in addition to providing him with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, whatever he wants to use. Of course, you got standards like Bluetooth, audio, all that good stuff as well. Joe's working on the seats right now. That's why you can see everything ripped apart. We got the stock stuff out stereo-wise, going pretty well so far, but now we have to hook everything back up. So that's my next step. We'll catch up with you guys after the install and hopefully see this monster in action.
Well, one big thing on Josh's wish list was some heated seats. He does live in upstate New York and it does get mighty cold up there. We're just gonna get these things installed in between the factory seat cushions and factory seat covers. But then we're actually gonna go a step further and I'll show you what we're gonna do a little bit later to go and pretty these seats up and make them look really, really nice. So Josh really loves this interior and it'll keep his butt warm in the wintertime. So let's get these things in. Well, we got the seat heaters installed underneath the OEM seat covers, but like I said before, we got a little bit something extra for Josh's interior. Calling in the Kustom Interiors black leather with red stitching seat covers. These are gonna look amazing on Josh's seats. It's gonna look even better when it's in the truck. So not only is he gonna be warm, but he's also gonna be fashionable. So let's get these things installed and get these seats back in the truck.
All right, here it is, the moment of truth, the best part of any install. All right, this thing is crazy. You know, really intuitive too. I've only been in here for a few minutes kind of playing with it, but I've already had the chance to hook it up to Apple CarPlay, which is really nice. You know, you got your favorite map service up and running. Massive screen too, right? Here you are, you're in your car auto. And then there you go, your climate. You can adjust your temperature accordingly with the knob. I love that. Seat covers are really comfy, by the way. It looks good.
Here, can you hold this bomb? Well, this one wasn't really on the wish list, but when we got inside the truck, we noticed the steering wheel was just looking a little tired. Even with 50,000 miles on it, your hand's sitting up here on the steering wheel, the sun beating down on it, just looks a little faded out. So we decided to freshen it up, go with the matching interior stuff. So brand new steering wheel, goes with the new seat covers, goes with the new head unit. This thing looks awesome. It's gonna look like a brand new truck again. So we're jumping under the hood on Josh's truck to tackle a little bit of performance work, and we're starting off with the AFE Momentum GT cold air intake. Now this has got an oiled filter that can be cleaned and reused further on down the road, which is great for longevity. And then it's got a enclosed cold air intake box, which is going to help with heat soak. We're pairing that up with the silver bullet throttle body spacer. This is just going to help a little bit with throttle response and low end torque. We're also going to be installing the J&L oil separator, and this is just going to help with any oil blow by through the PCV system. We've got a couple other goodies that are going under the hood for performance as well.
All right, so we just got our new PCM back from Diablosport. So while we're in doing all the other engine goodies, we figure we have plenty of room for activities here with the airbox out.
So many activities!
So we're gonna swap the ECU real quick. This is an unlocked option from Diablosport, which will allow us to use a fun tuner. That we'll show you guys here in a little bit, but first things first, let's get this guy installed. Hey, there it is, like a glove. You're trusting me with a powered tool and these little tiny bolts. Ah, see, there you go. Sometimes it's good to be old school, you know? Lifting. All right, well, there you go. We are officially tuned here in Joshua's Ram. This is the Diablosport Trinity, basically the T2. and it can do a ton of stuff. But most importantly, it's gonna do a few things for Joshua's Ram, right? It's gonna give him more power. Now he does have 87 octane in the tank now and a pretty full tank, so we just tuned it for 87. But if he wants to get wild and throw 93 octane in this thing, you can make upwards of 20 to 30 rear wheel horsepower and about 20 pound-feet of torque with the 93 octane tune preloaded in the device. But most importantly is that we were able to disable officially the MDS, basically the 4-cylinder mode. Josh hates it, I get it, right? You don't buy a V8, a 5.7 Hemi to hear a 4-cylinder while cruising on the highway. And you saw us swap out that PCM in the engine bay earlier. Well, that's a necessity in order to run a Diablosport tuner like this and get all of the benefits. Hope you're stoked. All right, Joseph, you ready?
Blind me, sir.
So we'll go ahead and turn that on.
Ooh.
Then up next, what do we got? Let's see here. We got...
Headlights are doing a nice little sequence. We got the runners going. Ooh.
These are the DRLs, so basically are the backlighting, if you will.
Okay.
If you want to blind somebody,
Oh my.
we have the light bar down below.
Oh my God.
And then I like that with the DRL.
Yo.
It turned out really well. And that switch panel, nice job on the mounting. It's done, it looks great.
This thing looks real TRX-ish.
Yeah.
I'm digging the stance, I'm digging the lights, I'm loving the bumper.
Now it's time for the big reveal.
Let's get him over here.
Look at that. That's awesome.
So we're gonna bring you over here. Hi, everybody. The gang's
Oh,
all here.
boy.
This is Josh.
Hey, everybody.
And family, of course.
This is the entire photo video team here.
Yeah,
Wow.
photo video team is here for the excitement. We're really pumped.
You're pumped. I'm pumped.
I know. We just, yeah, he's like, can we get to it already? He's like, I want to see this thing. Anyway, man, we want to thank you for your service, your years of service and dedication to the country. We really appreciate it. You know, very deserving of this award, and we really hope you like it, that's for sure. So
I appreciate it. You know, as we've talked, you know, I feel so undeserving. This is just a super humbling experience. The things you guys do for vets is amazing, and I appreciate it.
So we tried to build around your vision, and I hope we did a good job. You ready to see this
There's only one way to find out.
There's only one way to find out. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, crap.
Did we nail it or what?
Absolutely, you nailed it. You more than nailed it. This is amazing. I appreciate it.
Oh, for sure.
Very much.
What about, what do you guys think is the important thing? Yeah, head nods? It's awesome. All right.
Levi's thinking that's mine when I'm 16.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna be 16
Like,
soon
take
enough,
care of it.
Dad.
No, it ain't.
Give me the keys.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
listen, we know you really appreciated the Warlock. I mean, you told me the story about wanting the truck and searching one out, so we wanted to make sure we didn't get rid of what made it a Warlock. But we just wanted to take that and build off of it and keep it subtle, but yet with a lot of functionality.
I couldn't be happier.
Hey,
Love
man,
to hear that.
those belong to you
you.
now, sir.